Hopefully it's better weather where you're at. And we have quite a few joining us on the Zoom. So Shannon, were you going to run through these slides?
I think I prefer if you did it, because if I start
Okay,
talking,
I see. Okay. All right, here we go. This is our agenda. We'll do some introductions, do the overview and schedule, competition highlights, talk about competition categories, open competition category highlights, exhibition rules highlights, do a break, a quick Q&A. Then I will go through the game rules and then do another Q&A and the wrap up. All right, so this is our staff. Myself, Elmer Santos. I am the RoboFest director. Also with us today, Shannon Polonis, assistant director, Pam Sparks, coordinator, and then we've got other support staffs, Steve Christella, Marilyn Wiseman, and then our student assistants, Stephen Arnold, Devson Butani, Giovanni DeRose, Robert Newberry, Carly Polonis, and Nicholas Sparks. Also, we have an executive council this year, headed by the founder of RoboFest, Dr. CJ Chung, who's with us on Zoom. Also, Dr. Cartwright and Dr. Martinson. We also have a RoboFest advisory board. And new this year, some technical committee. So we're really leveraging expertise from all over to improve, to help define and refine competition rules, to have judging at the World Championship and qualifying events. And then a short bio of all the judges is available on our website. Thank you so much to our sponsors this year. We really appreciate your support, and RoboFest would not be possible without it. Okay, next, we have the overview and schedule. What is RoboFest? It was founded in 1999 by Math and Computer Science Department at Lawrence Technological University. It's a festival of competitions with autonomous robots offering students the opportunity to master principles of STEAM while having fun. Since 1999, over 34,600 students have competed in RoboFest, including teams from 18 states in the US and over 30 countries and regions. RoboFest is a trademark of LTU. This is our mission statement: to generate excitement and interest among young people for science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, computer science, and AI, to develop essential skills such as teamwork, leadership, creativity, communication, and problem solving, and to prepare students to excel in higher education and technological careers. Features of RoboFest: developed and managed by Lawrence Technological University, 100% autonomous. Sensors are required. Any platform and programming language for most categories. This gives teams lots of options. Small teams, a maximum of 5 for most categories. It's challenging with dynamic fields, unknown factors, and no direct adult help. Recognition: all participants receive personalized medals and certificates. It's affordable. We reuse old kits, off-the-shelf parts, and it's a low $75 registration fee. There's a variety of competitions and categories for more opportunities. It's accountable. We do autonomous surveys of participants before and after. I'd like to speak for a minute on the RoboFest LTU scholarship opportunity. Any participant in RoboFest in any category, any level, anytime can get a $3,000 renewable LTU scholarship for a total of $12,000. Submission deadline is April 1st, 2024. After submitting an application to the LTU, complete the scholarship application along with an essay regarding your RoboFest experience and career goals, and submit a letter of recommendation from one of your coaches or mentors. Also, there is a RoboFest World Championship LTU scholarship. First place senior division game, exhibition, Robo Arts, Robo Med, UMC, and VCC teams receive a $20,000 annual LTU scholarship certificate. So that's a total of $80,000. But there's more for second place teams. There is a $16,000 scholarship available for a total of $64,000. And for third place teams, $14,000 scholarship for a total of $56,000. You must enroll at LTU the same year as the high school graduation, and you must meet LTU admission criteria and scholarship criteria of a GPA of 3.0 or better. Renewable each year, provided the student is enrolled for 12 credit hours each semester and maintains a 3.0 GPA. We're really excited about that. Also, new for this season is the Michigan 99H grant. Quite a number of teams have applied. It's closed for this season, but will be available again next year. Grants are between $500 and $1,200, and coach stipends between $1,000 and $1,500 are available. Also this year, we have MCWT grant funding available. So up to $750 for up to 10 all-girls RoboFest teams. So submit your application for that. Site host opportunities. RoboFest relies on local site hosts. So thank you very much to our existing hosts. Hosting RoboFest competitions provide great visibility for your organization. They can help showcase your facility, staff, and students. And opportunities for STEAM outreach in your local area. RoboFest qualifying competitions are usually only about a half day, so it's quite short compared to other options. And flexible scheduling, you can do it on weeknights, Saturdays, or Sundays. Okay, so just briefly what with site host opportunity, what LTU will provide, promotion of your organization, information management, competition preparation, event support, and recognition in the form of trophies, medals, and certificates. What we ask our host is to provide facilities, which is the competition area, a pit area, exhibition area for those categories, and audience seating, and then staff and volunteers. Again, essential to a good competition. And site hosts may have an optional check-in fee to help offset their cost. Next, I would like to go through our schedule for the season. This is our preseason. So we've basically gone through the registration for pre-registration, mainly for 99H teams. Done some initial kickoffs. We did a coach workshop last month in Macomb Intermediate School District. We're doing the kickoff meeting here today, and then we've got workshops starting next week. And then that leads us into our competition schedule. Game and warm-up and judge training are February 10th. Competitions begin February 17th. They go through April 14th, where U.S. and international competition or qualifiers end. April 15th is the deadline for video qualifier submissions. And then April 18th, we will notify the video competitors of advancement. And April 19th and 20th, it's like a last chance Michigan Invitational events. And then our World Championship here at LTU in Southfield, Michigan, May 9th, 10th, and 11th, our 25th year. RoboFest technical workshops. We do on-campus workshops right here in our computer science lab at the LTU. It's free for our registered teams. Students can go to multiple workshop types. So we offer Scratch-based languages. We're going to be offering a Python class, and we also a special exhibition workshop. Workshop materials will be posted on our eAcademy page on our website. Coaches are welcome to attend workshops. As a matter of fact, when I got started, I attended a workshop, and that's that was a big help for me. Schedule may change, so check back at our website. So here's the current schedule. Again, as I said, starting Saturday next week. So if you're on the fence, please sign up. Yeah, I guarantee they'll learn something. Next up, we have general competition rules highlights. Okay, coach qualifications, just basically registered in our system, review and understand the the rules, register your teams, coordinate completion of our consent forms. Very important. So please, coaches, please make sure you do that. That would be a great help. Help with our pre and post assessment is also very important to the success of RoboFest. Facilitate, transport, and oversee team members at meetings and competitions. Very important, ensure that students do the work. And agree and abide by the coach pledge, which is here. I'm not going to read it, but this for your information. Yeah, we really feel strongly about the coach's pledge and commitments. Team formation can be any organization, such as a school, homeschool, civic association, or club. Please review the grade divisions for each category. They vary. Age division waivers may be completed. A team member may join multiple teams, but not in the same category. A team can register at multiple qualifying sites if they would like a second chance at qualifying. So please keep that in mind. Next, team responsibilities. Students do the work. Coaches and mentors should only teach and guide. Observe general and category rules. Observe check-in time, which is set by the site host. Make sure you bring all your materials. Make sure you follow all the pit area rules. Specifically, only teams and authorized results in the pits, and then adults only there to help set up. No communications with adults during work time. Respect other teams and spectators, and maintain the spirit of RoboFest. Right, and this is the team pledge that we recite at every competition. Okay, next, I will go through the competition categories. This is a summary. This is a chart that kind of shows our competitions, where they lie on the spectrum of math and science versus more creativity, arts, and then difficulty level from beginner to advanced. We've got 8 competition categories. We have ones that require qualification and open categories. I will explain that. We've got game style, which have fixed rules, or exhibition style, which is project-based. That there are different skill level and experience levels available in varied STEAM projects. All right, so for qualifier categories, such as game and exhibition, teams must compete at a in-person or video qualifier in order to advance to the World Championship. Yeah, these are the age divisions, junior and senior, maximum team size of 5, any robot platform, and note that both have unknown factors. For open categories, any team from the U.S. or non-member country may register as long as space is available and with no qualification necessary. Some U.S. sites may also host open category competitions, for practice and experience. International member countries delegates are selected by the director of their country based on a quota. So some of our categories: Bottle Sumo, Unknown Mission Challenge, Robo Arts, Robo Parade, Robo Med, and Vision Centric Challenge. Okay, registration fees. Some international site hosts may have different fee structure. There's separate fees applied to each event and no refunds. Sites may request an additional check-in fee. Teams who advance to the World Championship, there is a separate fee for that. Okay, next, I will describe the advancement criteria, advancing to the World Championship. Advancement depends on the category and where the team is located. So we've got Michigan game teams, Michigan exhibition teams, and then U.S. non-Michigan game and exhibition teams, and finally international teams. So all Michigan U.S. teams may register for open categories. A space allows on a first come, first served basis. Advancing to the World Championship for Michigan game teams. Firstly, first place award-winning game teams automatically advance to the World Championship finals. Other teams may be invited based on their qualifying score. We will notify teams no later than April 15th of this year. Teams who would like a second chance may register in multiple ways at another qualifier, with a video submission, or at the Michigan Invitational events. Teams must register with a new team number, and total number of teams will be determined by score. Next, Michigan exhibition teams. Once again, first place teams automatically advance to the World Championship finals. Other teams may be invited based on their preview video and score. So a preview video must be provided on our registration page, and teams will be notified no later than April 15th. Exhibition teams who would like a second chance to qualify may register via a video submission. They must use a new team number and then total number of teams decided by the team's score. Next, this is the criteria for U.S. non-Michigan teams. So teams outside Michigan in the U.S., first place teams automatically advance. Other teams may be invited based on their qualifying score. Teams will be notified once again April 15th. By April 15th, game teams who would like a second chance are invited to a video qualifier. Once again, they need a new team number and fee, and the teams will be invited based on their scores. A U.S. exhibition for non-Michigan teams. First place exhibition teams will be automatically advanced. Other exhibition teams may be invited based on their score and their video. The preview video link must be provided on the registration page. Teams will be notified no later than April 15th. Exhibition teams who would like a second chance may register again via video qualifier. And once again, you need a new team number, and advancing teams will be decided by their score. International teams, again, a little bit different. International game, exhibition, open categories in member countries will compete at member country events. The list of international directors is available on our website. Qualified teams will advance to the World Championship through the director of the country. International game and exhibition teams in non-member countries may compete via a video qualifier due on April 15th. International open categories in non-member countries can register for the open categories as space permits. All right, there's a quota, basically which the number of teams each national organizer may advance. It's based on criteria. A video qualifies your submission. International and exhibition teams may register for the video qualifier. U.S. game and exhibition teams may register in the video qualifier USA. There's a registration fee for those. Unknown testing factors will be emailed to the coach. And these are confidential. Submission deadline is 11:59 p.m. on April 15th. Adults may help produce the video. Teams, please acknowledge everyone involved and upload the video to a video sharing site, and give us the link on your team registration page. All right, So next, some open category highlights. Bottle sumo. One of our popular categories, be the first robot to intentionally push a bottle off the table or be the last robot remaining. We've got 3 divisions. Once again, junior, grades 5 through 8, and 2 senior categories, 9 through 12. Senior classic, which has a limited platform set, namely Lego or VexIQ. Then senior, which is open to any platform. Maximum team size is 3. We've got new table and unknown task this season, so please look at the rules. I'll give you a quick summary. We're using ramps. Right, so instead of starting on the table, they'll be starting on the ramps, and they must get up the ramp to get to the playing field. Similar to previous years, 1 table for junior division, 2 tables for senior. Robot must be able to start anywhere on the ramp in any orientation. An exact ramp location will be unveiled prior to each match. Unknown mission challenge. It's one of my favorite categories. Missions are completely unknown until the day of the competition. All robot components must be unassembled at the start of the event. We have 2 divisions, junior and senior. Maximum team size is 4, limited to Lego, platform, and VexIQ. So rules to get started, and these are general rules. Let's find them on our website. Again, the specific mission is unveiled on the day of the competition, so students have to be ready for almost anything, which makes it fun. Okay, we're happy to announce that Vision-Centric Challenge is back this season. So a vision-based robot challenge for advanced high school students. 24 challenge, it's called Vision-Based Measurement System. It explores a very important category, visual inspection in a manufacturing environment. It's only 1 age division this year. That's senior high school age students. Maximum team size is 5. Okay, we've posted the rules, so please see them on our website. So just a brief explanation of scenario. Manufacturing involves making parts and meeting dimensional requirements. Basically built to print. So teams will be provided a blueprint with a given number of dimensions and then 10 sample parts to measure. The objective of the game is to inspect each part and to identify if the part meets print specifications at each dimension or not. Then provide the dimensions for a key product characteristic, a KBC on each part. And KBCs are pretty common in industry. They're important. So yeah, the task is to measure the KBC, and let's see, it says even though there are 5 dimensions to measure, only one the KBC needs a value reported. Measurement must be done with a visual non-contact technique. Students may not touch parts or they may touch parts to load and unload them. And again, the value of this, students learn and utilize real-world skills such as inspection and part blueprints. RoboArts, it's an exhibition-style project, kind of the opposite end. It focuses on visual creativity, which includes drawing, painting, kinetic arts, sculpture, performing arts, dance, music, and skits. 2 divisions, junior and senior. Maximum team size is 5. So once again, please see the rules and rubric at robofest.net. RoboMed, it's an exhibition-style project of intelligent and interactive biomedical robots and devices or related biomedical and health field robots using sensors and or actuators. It promotes an entrepreneurial mindset. 2 divisions this year, a junior division and a senior division. Maximum team size is 5. And once again, see details at our website. Robo Parade. Yeah, robots are constructed and programmed by student participants to follow a parade route. detect other vehicles, and stop and start autonomously. The theme for this year, it's On the Farm. Local events may use their own theme, but this is the one we're going to be using at the World Championship. Robots pull or carry decorative floats. Moving parts are allowed. We have one division, but it's been expanded this year. So it's 4th grade all the way through 8th grade. It's perfect competition for beginners. Maximum team size is 5. All right, I'll go through some rules highlights next, starting with exhibition. Exhibition, teams compete at local or online qualifiers or through video submission to advance to the World Championship. Teams have the freedom to create interactive and intelligent projects. 2 divisions, junior and senior, maximum team size of 5. Project requirements, teams are required to provide, prior to the competition, project description, a preview video link, source code. Teams must bring all necessary materials. Any material that is safe for humans can be used. Robot to robot as well as human to robot interaction is encouraged. Wireless program remotes are allowed. Must use sensors. Demonstration space is limited to 64 square feet. Projects entered previously are allowed, but the team must show some improvements or changes. All right, that's it for our overview. Are there any questions for general rules, open categories, or exhibition?
There is a question in the chat regarding bottle sumo.
Okay.
The question from Wendy is, I saw in the demo that you are leaving the support for the ramp next to the table after removing the ramp. Some of the robots that they're using are sensing the ramp support. Are we planning on removing the ramp support as well as the ramp during the actual competitions?
Yes. Yeah. We've received that feedback. We will remove the supports as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's our first year, so we're gonna have, it's gonna take a little bit of development, but yeah, that's an important point, and we'll make sure that the table is clear.
Okay, and the next question from Dr. Ya in Ghana is the maximum team for each has been clearly defined. May he know what the minimum number of any of the challenges is. We do not have a minimum team number.
Yeah, I think the one exception is a parade. One of them, there's a penalty for.
Right, it's not a minimum requirement.
Yeah.
I mean, they can have one team member, but they do not get points for teamwork.
Right.
But yeah, we
that's
don't
all,
have we can't have teams of 1 in any category.
Okay.
And those are the 2 questions in the chat. Does anyone else have any other questions regarding what we've covered so far?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the question is, when do we release the final rules? Those will be out early next week. Yep, they're pretty much ready to go. We're right. Yeah. Just so everyone understands, the what's on our website now is not the updates, but we will be posting them in the next few days. Yeah, just to be clear. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, there's a question regarding the workshops. Are the workshops slanted towards game?
Yeah, most of them are, but the skills are applicable. There's also a special exhibition workshop available.
I think they want to know if they can be applicable for bottle sumo directly.
Yes, it's basically the same skills. It's actually, if you do a games workshop, you probably have more than what you need for bottle sumo. So yeah, I would suggest going to the workshop and then do a combination of, use your workshop skills and compare them to the posted bottle sumo material, and that would probably be the best way to do it.
And then one final question in the chat. Just so you know, if you have questions again throughout the next part of the presentation, go ahead and we will address them at the end. So don't feel like you can't ask questions of what we've covered so far. But the final event on May 11th, that is true. Our finals, game and exhibition finals are Saturday, May 11th. We will also have our open categories on the 9th and the 10th of May at Lawrence Tech. So all the other categories, I think we haven't finalized the schedule yet for all the open categories. We are working on that with our facilities managers here on venue space. We had some issues with space last year. We want to make that better. So we're trying to work that out, and I will send that out on the next e-news, hopefully. So please be sure to register for the subscription for the e-news on our website under the newsletter tab. Just go ahead and put your email address in there, and you should get information about all the details for the venues and times and dates for the World Championship events.
I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah. I want to double confirm the process is we already registered the robot art for the project, and the team is working very hard with that. They still have some issue need to figure out. Yeah, no problem. But my question is, the process is we upload the video to the register page before the April 15th, and if we lucky to get the notice to the final, that event will be happen in the May 11. Is that true?
RoboArts is an open category, so you do not need to qualify. Once you register for RoboArts, you're automatically registered for the World Championship event. I'm assuming you're in Michigan, yes?
No, we are in Ottawa, and
right, yes, we've spoken on the email before. Yes, you are registered for the RoboArts event. You do not need to qualify. You will need to upload a video.
Yes,
but not during it's 10 days before the event.
You say 10 days before the May 11th?
Yes. Yeah.
But
you're not part of the video qualifier. I mean, if you wanted to do exhibition, that's the qualifier, but RoboArts is an open category, so it's an automatic registration and come and compete.
Alex Jihong and his partner is very exciting for their project. They have a very fancy idea, but now the problem is we got the message. He have the Brazil tournament in that same day, so that's the big problem because he is the team leader and handle most of the coding things, something like that. So have anything we can do go to the event? So we like to know the detailed schedule to handle the things.
Okay, the RoboArts is usually historically the same day as the exhibition finals, which would be Saturday, May 10th. Or I'm sorry, May 11th. So that's the date of the RoboArts competition.
Okay, is that in the morning time or afternoon?
It's all day. It's all, starts at 8 in the morning, then the team set up and there's judging throughout the day, and then there's the award ceremony at the end of the day. So we usually end around 5 p.m. 4:30 to 5 p.m. is the end of the day.
So is it start at 8 or 9?
Yes.
So have any chance they can start earlier? They can present to the judge at the 8:09, and then he can come to Toronto to do his tournament. Something like no.
Can we talk about this specifically offline?
Yes.
So yeah, we can see what we can.
We can probably provide some accommodation. Yeah.
And another thing, we interesting to host the site host. We chat with the school, but we still have a lot of detail need to know. how to deal with that maybe next year or something
Absolutely.
like that.
Okay.
And something like because the high school June may be a good place to host the event, but something like the schedule, judge, and the rule how to handle that. We like to do the coordinate for the next year, but maybe more detail the rule for
Yes.
how to
I
host.
will contact you
Yes.
directly
Yes.
and we can discuss that. We would love to have you host an event in Ottawa. That would
May-
be
Yeah,
incredible.
maybe we can have another one-to-one
Yes.
room meeting to discuss the detail, because my job is the software engineer. Maybe some private company interesting to do the support or something like that. Yeah, sponsor something like that. So I like to host the event, help the host the event in the Ottawa area maybe next year. I think next year is too rush, but I like to discuss detail. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes, I will reach out with probably next week sometime and we can discuss that further and
Should I
help you
send
out.
an email to you or something?
Yeah, that would be great. Just send me an email. You send it to robofest@ltu.edu. I will get it and we can discuss further. Thank you for that.
Their team don't want missing the event, the World Champion event, but the Brazil tournament is very important for his life. Yeah, that's
Yes,
why.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dr. Yaw asked another question regarding the presentation. We will upload this presentation by the end of the day today. And then I can email it to whomever would like to get a copy. The recording will also be uploaded.
Okay, yeah, just so, something very important, for our data. There's been a registration change. It's gonna have, birth date of participants is, required. And I think that's retroactive, so please update your, registration. That would be a big help, for us. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, any issues with that, just let us know, we can help you work through it. All right, are we ready to go, talk about the game?
I think we're good to go.
Okay, Shannon, could you play the demonstration video?
I can, yes, I will
Okay.
load it up
Thank
here.
you. Yeah, we're gonna play the demonstration video, then I will go through the rules in detail. You see a gray? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, so I happy to present to you our 2024 game, Autonomous Taxi. For those who cannot or choose not to drive, self-driving vehicles can be a safe and reliable transportation. Those with a disability or the elderly would be able to travel without putting others at risk. Self-driving vehicles could reduce the stress of driving, eliminate driver distraction, lower the number of accidents, and make traveling more sustainable. Imagine a world where autonomous taxis can take people to where they want to go or deliver food. In addition, imagine if an autonomous vehicle can help an elderly or disabled person do things like get to the second floor of a building. So that's the vision. So the qualification category teams will compete at local qualifiers or through video submission to advance to the World Championship. Game synopsis. So the autonomous vehicle has to take 3 passengers and a food delivery to their desired destinations while obeying traffic rules and avoiding collisions. A maximum of 2 minutes and 1 reset allowed. All tasks must be done autonomously without external help. Unknown tasks and factors will be unveiled just before the 30-minute work time. All right, so passenger destinations are unveiled, except for passenger 3 and senior division. I will explain that a little later. The game ending task will be unveiled, and then items, landmarks may be added for the game ending task. Here's some more detail. Junior division. Okay, and this is in all cases, passenger 1 needs to be delivered to the second floor of building C. I'll go through that in more detail later. But again, it's got to be second floor for full points, and details are also on the scorecard. Passenger 2 and 3, they can be brought to any building. The specific building where they need to go will be unveiled. The food delivery, which is the orange ball, number 4, that has to go to building B in all cases. Meanwhile, the robot must avoid 2 pedestrians that are in the median strip, and it also must stop each time it fully crosses this black line, or there will be a penalty each time. All right, so that's the scenario. There's our game table, buildings, pedestrians, food. Okay, you might have noticed the start zone, start line, and a barcode. This barcode may be used for the end task in the junior division. The code will be unveiled after impound, so teams must be able to do things such as, in this example, display the color of bit 2. So basically, we would announce that they need to be able to display the color of bit 2, and they would have to do that during the work time. Another example, this would be a separate round. We may ask them to stop in front of goal A, depending on whether bit 1 is black, or stop in front of goal B if it's white. So slightly more difficult, but again, based on the barcode. Okay, details for the senior division. I will try to highlight the differences. Similar in setup. Once again, passenger 1 must go to the second floor of C for full points. Passenger 2 and 3 can be brought to any of the buildings depending on what the UTF tells you for the points. Destination of passenger 2 will be unveiled before work time, but the destination for passenger 3 is based on the barcode, which is unveiled after impound just before the start of the round. Once again, food is delivered from here to building B. Robot must avoid pedestrians, and robot must stop each time it fully crosses the black line. We will be using the barcode again, but a little more complicated for senior division. So for example, the unknown task might be display the colors of all 3 bits. Or separately, it could be stop in front of different goals depending on the color. Or we may ask teams to do a math calculation based on the colors of the barcode. So all things like that are fair game for the unknown task. And that's about the difficulty level you should expect for senior division. Also for senior division, as I mentioned before, the barcode will be used to determine the destination of passenger 3. And that's going to be according to this chart. So hopefully the teams can use that chart to do some pre-programming. So in this example, right, it's white, black, white. So if we go down here, white, black, white, destination A. So the robot would have to be able to read the code and then go to destination A. Age divisions, junior division, grades 5 through 8, senior division, grades 9 through 12, maximum team size of 5. There are registration fees for local qualifiers as well as for the World Championship if teams advance. So please read the general rules on our website. And then team members must bring and sign a consent form on the day of competition, if not completed online. Okay. All right, just to go through the field specifications in more detail, one thing I hopefully is good is most of these dimensions are fixed. They do not change between rounds. The one thing that does change is the location of the start line and the barcode according to this range. Everything else, once you set it up, you can leave it there. So hopefully that's a help for the site host and for the teams that are practicing. Differences between junior and senior. Game ending task will be harder for senior. The destination of passenger 2 is the same, unveiled. For passenger 3, however, senior, not unveiled via the barcode after impound. You're allowed only one controller for junior division, no limit for senior. Vision sensor is not allowed for junior, but it is allowed for senior. Materials list, I'll just kind of summarize. It's our standard 6-foot table. Hopefully these are all common items. The 6-foot table. We need to provide a contrasting color under the tables. Golf balls for the passengers. Buildings are built out of cardboard boxes. You can use some of the pre-built ones and modify those or build your own from scratch. Pedestrians are represented by 2D batteries or objects of similar size. The start line, foil tape. The stop line, it's black electrical or painter's tape. The median's made out of construction paper, green paper basically. Barcode, you can make your own strips or we're providing a file where you can print them. Hole reinforcement stickers to mark the location of the passengers and food. And then transparent tape used to secure the median barcode and boxes to the table. Some detail on the buildings. Again, it's box, basically with the flaps cut off and then a slot cut out. Building C has a second floor, which is, kind of looks like this. This is a side view. Going into more detail. We're trying to build up. Well, first, note that the tape is used to tape the building to the table. There's an additional layer of cardboard, well, two additional layers to help kind of build up a ramp. And then we mark the center line to help align the tables with the buildings with the table. Here's some detail on the second floor. It's built from a single piece. So you're gonna have to find some scrap cardboard or foam board to make this piece. If you want, you could tape 2 pieces together, but we prefer, one solid one if possible. So passenger 1 needs to go to the second floor for full points, but you could also use the slot opening for lesser points. Now, passenger 2 and 3 can be dropped off on either floor for the same number of points. And we did that primarily to make the scoring easier. But yeah, that's a little important detail of the rules. Okay, passengers and food objects, the golf balls, we use reinforcement stickers to show location. Yeah, this ball's moved off location just to show you how the sticker is. The orange food ball does not need to be labeled since it's unique, but please label the passenger balls to help the scoring. The green median is made by construction paper cut in half lengthwise, and then we just basically tape it on either side of the tape. Okay, robot specifications. Okay, robots must be created by students. Okay, if robots look similar, we will be doing investigations. But again, the whole idea is this, that the team has ownership and understands the robot. Yeah, adults are allowed to help, but basically if a team has no idea how it was built, can't explain how it's coded, those would be kind of grounds for disqualification. So yeah, just kind of keep that in mind. That's kind of what we're trying to guard against. Any robot kit may be used to construct your robot, including tape, glue, bolts. Maximum length 35 by 35, including expansion. And then height limitation, there's none. No weight limitation. Any number of sensors, except for vision sensor, is not allowed for junior, as I mentioned previously. Any number of motors, multiplexers are okay to use. You know, those basically help expand the ports to use more motors. All wheels must be touching the table during inspection. Label requirements, we require a team number ID and also a label that indicates the front. This helps with the judging. Okay, yeah, very important, make sure your robot has a display screen for any game-ending tasks that require displays. So, for example, the Lego Spike has a display, it's a rolling display, so that is acceptable. A robot must be started using a button or sensor on the robot. So please keep that in mind. When you practice, you may be initiating it from a tablet or computer, but for competitions, they must be started using something on the robot. Very important. All right, next, I will cover violations and resets and end the run. Okay, if any violations occur, judges stop the game. And then, yeah. So examples of this are humans touch the robot or field elements. Robot falls off the table. So any other activities the judges determine the merit. So at that point, a team can request a one-time reset with penalty. If the reset is selected, time continues to run while the judges reset the table. Or teams may declare the end of the run. And at that point, yeah, they should not move the robot until instructed by the judge. If the robot is still moving when the team calls end the run, no points will be awarded for game-ending task. Only contestants are allowed to access the pit area team tables during the competition. When the unknown tested factors are unveiled, teams will be provided a hard copy and it will be projected. Teams are given a 30-minute work time after the UTFs are unveiled. And then prior to the start of work time, no adults allowed. Everyone will be dismissed from the competition areas. So the teams can work alone, unimpeded. During practice time, teams must share fields. All teams must submit their robots to the impound area when the time is expired. Robots may be impounded early. During the impound process, we'll do the inspection and then look for things like labels and other compliance. No power will be supplied at the impound table. An entire robot must be impounded. Teams will compete in a predetermined order decided by the site host. During the game rounds, all team members must remain in the team spectator area. When a team is called to compete, a maximum of 2 team members are allowed. Judge and MC will check to see if the timer is ready, judges are ready, and the teams are ready, and then they will do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, go, to start the game run. Contestants must stay near the start zone. They should not follow the robot around, so they don't interfere. They can approach the robot only at the end of the run, or when requesting a reset, or when the judge allows. Final scoring is done after the run is over. Team member must sign the scorecard to confirm the team's score. Teams will play 2 rounds, and each round will have a different set of unknown tasks and factors. Here's our example of our scorecard. Yeah, please note it's kind of scored by scoring object, since there could be a different destination, a different location for scoring depending on the UTF. So first you look to see whether passenger 1 is in the right location, then passenger 2, then passenger 3. Then the food, and then see what the condition of the pedestrians are. You see whether the game ending mission is achieved. A stoplight violations, that's the one thing that will be tracked during the round. So we provided an area where judges can tally any violations and then add them up at the end. They'll be checking to see if the robot remained intact, and then whether a reset was requested. Okay, next I will go through a couple examples of unknown tasks and factors. This is kind of what a team would see at a competition, but please note they're different from actual, for each round. This is just an example. So in this example, these are the destinations. We've said in the rules that destination passenger 1 always goes to C, but then these may vary, right? In this case, we're saying passenger 2 has to go to the destination A, building A, and then passenger 3 must be delivered to building B. The game ending task in this example, robot must be stopped with a sensor positioned over the south edge and displaying the status of bit 1. So please note that the exact position of the start line is set after impound. So teams must have programs that are flexible to handle this range of locations. All right, here's an example for senior. One big difference, as I've said before, is destination 3 is not unveiled until after impound. So during the work time, they're going to have a program flexible to deliver to any of the buildings, depending on the barcode. But they will know where the destination of passenger 2, so that should help them cut down the number of options. Similar end task, but this one's a little bit more complex. In this case, it has to display the distance from bit 2 to the end of the table. And again, that's going to be unknown because the distance of the start line is unknown until after impound. So you can see this senior one is similar, but a bit more complex. Okay, new this year. We are ranking based on what we're calling best plus average divided by 2 for the 2 rounds. So it kind of weights both your best round, your highest round, and also the average of your 2 rounds. So we feel that this will help break most ties. But if there are ties, the tiebreaker will be first best of 2 rounds. And then secondly, the highest time left, if for the best score, if it's 100. And then if all else fails, we'll do a rerun. But we anticipate very few reruns. And here's kind of example. We took this data from previous competitions. I think it was actually the World Championship. So you can see yeah, here's Team A. Team A, Team B have the same average scores, the same best score, so the same best plus average, but they each had 100-point rounds, so we had captured the best time, and there was more time left for Team A, so they are ranked first. And then if you go down the list, you see Team C has the third best plus average divided by 2. And they're ranked third. Then you can see Team D and E. They are tied for best plus average, but you go to the best score, you can see that Team D has a higher best score, so that breaks the tie. So as you see, very few potentials for tiebreakers. Like the one that you see, it would be like this example where, yeah, they basically have identical scores. Yeah, we tried out this kind of ranking method at our unknown mission challenge, and it seemed to work pretty well. So we're looking forward to seeing how it works with game. All right, next, video submission option. Teams that cannot attend the in-person qualifier or would like a second chance, they can use the video submission. Specific requirements are outlined in the general rules, so please see those. Okay, and then lastly, I just want to quickly go through some of the FAQ. Is there any number of, or is there any limit on controllers? For example, can I use 2 Spike Prime hubs? So junior, there is a limit, but no limit for senior. Okay, next, do passengers have to be picked up or dropped off in a specific order? No. Scoring will be done at the end of the round, so it's up to the teams. Can the slot in the box be used to score? Yes. Balls can be put in from the top or from the side. However, the note on building C, the top gives you more points for passenger 1. A passenger failed in starting the robot. Can they retouch the robot? Yes. This would not be considered a rerun, but timer will continue to run. Robot touching objects at the end of the run, is this okay? Yes, that has no effect on the scoring. It would be scored the same as if there was no contact. Next, can more than one passenger be sent to the same destination? Yes, that is a possibility. So please, just look at the UTS carefully, and then please practice and be ready for that potential. How will the judges know if the correct passenger is in the box? The passengers, the golf balls will have numbers on them, and that is how they'll be tracked. Is a sensor required to detect the color of the balls? No. There is enough information provided that it's not required. Okay, there's some question around the robot stopping for 1 second. And it's a bit of a judgment call. Judges will look to see if it stopped. And they're only looking for cases of the robot going fully through the line. That's where the rule applies. So if you're uncertain about it, just program your robot to stop for longer than 1 to make sure. A senior UTF example requires the robot to measure a distance. Will this always be required? No, but teams need to prepare for that possibility and be able to program on the fly. For the green median, yeah, there's some question of size. If you look carefully on the specifications, I think that will answer that question. Basically, the black tape is put on first, and then the green paper is taped down on either side of the tape, so the tape does not cover the green. That sets the dimension. All right, next, this is the question that occurred during our mock competition. What happens to balls that go off the table? Basically, they're considered out of the playing area, so judges may, corral the balls to stop them from getting too far, and anywhere off the table is scored as moved. What happens if the robot moves one of the goals? Basically, if a team requests a reset, then the boxes will be put back in place. If not, they'll be left where they are. There's no penalty for moving the boxes other than they won't be where you expect them to be. Will the location of the batteries, basically the pedestrians, be considered consistent from table to table? No, they're just basically in the designated area. They'll be determined by the judge, basically be random within that area. So don't expect them to be the same from table to table or round to round. Okay, this was an interesting question. One of the coaches has asked, are LiDAR sensors allowed? Right, we've got very open rules. So LiDAR is not classified as a vision sensor, so they are allowed. So looking forward to see if any teams do LiDAR sensors. Kind of in the same vein, question was, are pneumatics allowed? Yes, because any robot kit or material may be used. Okay, and I think that, that does it for the Q&A. Once again, I would like to thank our game committee members, Mr. John Arnold, Dr. Wissam Bukaida, Dr. Chris Cartwright, Professor Peter Gunther, and of course, Dr. CJ Chung. All right, so hopefully that gave you a good understanding of the rules. Yeah, we're going to make some adjustments, and as I said, we will be posting all the rules shortly.
There is a question or two in the chat that I'd
Sure.
like to cover. Adam asked if the judges are tracking each ball for scoring, each golf ball. Are they looking for a white golf ball to be delivered to box A, or the white
again,
golf ball designated as passenger 1?
Yeah, once again, they're tracked by the number. The judges don't have to look until the end of the round, and then they just look. See, simply they look for ball 1 first. Yes or no, is it in the right place, or where is it? And then ball 2 next, and ball 3. So, yeah, nothing for the judges to track during the round, but at the end of the round, they must find the ball with the right appropriate number.
Okay, and another question from Adam is the boxes, are they common sizes? Like, are they copy paper size boxes?
Yeah, so that's provided in the rules. We have a link to where you can purchase them, possible. But if you need more detail, we can provide the exact dimensions. Yeah. Also, if you are interested in purchasing game kits, those are available, and they'll have the correct box that's cut out and assembled.
And then one final I'm sorry, 2 more questions. One of our new coaches asked what a scoring object is regarding building the robot specifications, that robots may not be built with scoring objects.
Yeah, well, for example, robots should not have golf balls on them, right? Because we don't want to have any confusion about the official scoring objects for versus something that comes with a robot. So, golf balls, batteries, we don't want to see any of that on a robot.
And then the final question in the chat, is there a designated range and orientation for the start line and barcode on the field?
Yeah, so that's outlined in the rules. It's basically 65 to 80 centimeters from the black line, right? That's your range, and it's centered. Yeah, let me bring that up real quick. Let's see. What's that? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so just to answer the question, this is the range, 65 to 80 from the black line. This is centered. Yeah. Okay, so Dr. Chung has asked about the green median. Does it have to be green? And I guess, like I said, the specifications are it's green, but I guess if the site host chooses to do something different, yeah. I see. Yeah, so I guess I would say it should be green. Yeah,
All of the
that's
US site hosts will receive official game materials from the RoboFest office. So any of the US teams will be the official rounds will be using official materials.
right.
And then
Yeah,
another
it's a common
question.
color. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another question. Will the start orientation always be facing east?
I mean, the barcode will always be in this orientation, so logically it would always be east, but there's no requirement. The teams can, they could really start in any orientation as long as some part of the robot is over the start line.
That's a good question. We'll
Yeah,
add
we'll
that
add
one
that
to
to the
the
Q&A.
FAQs.
Yeah. So for that example, so if you have a robot that can read all three of these, right, you can start facing south, right? But yeah, keep in mind you probably have to find a way to read the barcode. Okay, are there others?
I don't have any in the chat. If you would like to ask a question, you can raise your hand. We can bring you in. If you have anything else regarding something we've already covered earlier, we can answer those questions still as well. As we've been going through, I've seen a couple of instances where some of the text didn't look right. So we will make those corrections before we upload the presentation as well as the the game rules. So those are fixed before we upload them. And another question, can the yellow/orange ball be replaced with other colors?
For practice you can, but at official competitions there'll be the colors specified. Yeah, so well, again, most robots aren't really depending on the colors, but just keep that in mind, right? If you practice with a different color, at the official competitions, you should be seeing white and orange.
Those are pretty standard golf ball colors.
Yeah,
too,
right.
So.
But again, yeah, for teams, if they don't, they have lime green ones, that's okay for practice.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to stop the recording now.